Losing a child is one of the most painful tragedies that anyone can possibly go through. No parent, even of a sick child, expects their baby to die before they do. But imagine believing your child is the epitome of health and then suddenly being informed that you couldn't have been more wrong. That was the case for 25-year-old Sophie Wootton, from Northampton, England. Her little girl, Isla Taylor, tragically passed away not long before her second birthday. However, Isla has astounded her family by essentially saving her brother from beyond the grave. Wootton was informed that her severe heart condition was not genetic when she began trying for children back in 2012. Unfortunately, Wootton's daughter died in May 2014 after medics dismissed the concerns the worried mother expressed about her loss of appetite and blue lips. It was only after Isla's tragic death that Wootton was informed that her daughter, previously the picture of good health, had the same heart defect that she had when she was a child. Still grieving after the loss of her young daughter, Sophie fell pregnant again in 2016 after meeting 30-year-old James. 9 months later, she gave birth to their son, Maxwell. But due to Isla's heart condition, which had gone undetected, Maxwell was monitored very closely following his birth. In fact, he had heart scans every 3 months to check on his heart. Following a scan in January 2018, Maxwell was put on the heart transplant list in order to save his life. Isla had all the usual heart checks when she was a baby but no problems when nothing was detected, Don said. Her lips would go blue every so often and despite blood tests showing her oxygen levels were normal, I knew something wasn't right. Luckily, with modern medicine, even the more vulnerable babies have a real shot at survival. She was a really happy and healthy toddler. I tried to push my worries to one side as I trusted the doctors. But on May 8, 2014, she had a sickness bug and after checking on her during the night I rang 999 as she seemed floppy and unresponsive. An hour and a half later while in the hospital, she was pronounced dead. It's such a sudden shock and I was heartbroken. We had no idea she had a heart defect until after her death and I couldn't help but blame myself as it was the same mutation as mine. I'd survived until I was 15 years old without detecting my heart problems but she hadn't been so lucky. I'd always hoped her life wouldn't be in vain and now it isn't as she has saved Maxwell. I could have unknowingly had 2 children with heart defects that were ticking time bombs. Hopefully, we will get a call for Maxwell to get his new heart soon but you'd never know he had any problems at all. When Isla died, Wootton was informed there was a 50% chance that she'd pass on the genetic heart condition to children she had in the future. The young mother was actually a very healthy child, but when she turned 15 she was taken to the hospital with an infection on her leg. After a number of tests, medics found fluid around Wootton's heart and informed her that it was failing at a very rapid rate. The fluid was drained from my heart and during the operation, they realized I needed an urgent transplant, she said. I had no idea I had any problems with my heart, I hadn't experienced any breathlessness. But 17 days after being listed on the transplant list I was given a new heart and a second chance at life. Wootton's particular heart condition is known as restrictive cardiomyopathy and is now detected as a genetic congenital heart defect. We wish Wootton and her family, especially her young son, all the best for their future.